This video is brought to you by...
Man, we ain't hard to find, man. We downtown Baltimore, man. The heart of downtown, man. 215 West Saratoga Street, man. Come on through, man. Show some love, man. Yeah, you can't miss us. We out on the block with it. We right between Park Avenue and Howard Street, man. Come on through. Until you out of towners, man, you want to get with us, man. Come on through. Put this cool green on. Let everybody know, man, y'all with the city, man, that y'all riding with us, man, that y'all for us, man. Y'all support what we got going on down here, man. Because this right here, man, it's going worldwide, and it's coming straight out of Baltimore, and it's going to be bigger than Ralph Lauren real soon, man. It's coming straight out the city, man, and it's this what it is. And once you put it on, you're going to see what I'm talking about, man. This the real deal. Come on down, man. If you can't come through and shop with us online. Go online right now, man. CoolGreenClothing.com and shop with us, man.
What's up, YouTube fam? It's your girl, Mrs. Tony 2 times, and I'm back with another video. In this episode of the Baltimore Way, I'll be telling the story of unfortunate circumstances that led to the tragic slaying of Wanda Diggins, a vibrant woman who lost her life in an unkind and volatile relationship. Before we get into this video, please don't forget to subscribe if you're new to our channel. Go ahead and click that notification bell to get notified every time we upload. If you're rocking with the content, smash that like button. Feel free to share this video with everyone you know. Make sure you watch until the end to hear the full story. All right, let's jump right into it. Wanda Diggins was born in Baltimore, Maryland on June 1st, 1963. Wanda was affectionately known as Fast Fanny or Ginge by relatives and friends. According to sources, Wanda gained her early education through the Baltimore City public school system. Later on in life, Wanda received her license in carpentry in the early 90s. Wanda was said to be very talented and great at refabbing and decorating homes. She would even lovingly offer to paint someone's home if they agreed to clean it up. Wanda, a mother of 6, was a kind, fun-loving person who loved her children, grandchildren, and family very much. Her favorite thing to do was visit family and friends, and cooking was her forte. Wanda was truly one of a kind. Her faith in God was established early on in life, and she would frequently attend church. In the early 2010s, Wanda would find love when she got married to a man named Cleveland DeShields. According to sources, Wanda and Cleveland's relationship could be very tumultuous at times, sometimes even physically. Cleveland DeShields reportedly was a U.S. Army veteran. After serving time in the military, Cleveland would have his fair share of run-ins with the law. According to sources, Cleveland had a drinking problem that may have led him to spend time incarcerated for a while. According to reports, in 2012, he pleaded guilty to first-degree assault and was sentenced to 6 years with all but 1 year and 9 months suspended. In 2015, he pleaded guilty to the same charge and was sentenced to 20 years with all but 5 suspended. Reports say he also had numerous other related charges that were dropped by prosecutors. It's not clear whether or not those charges were related to situations in Wanda and Cleveland's relationship. However, it was reported that during the couple's marriage, there had been several incidents involving disputes domestically that were physical. And in 2018, according to reports, Cleveland DeShields had spent time in jail allegedly over a volatile dispute with his wife, Wanda. On November 2nd, 2018, it would have been 10 days since Cleveland was released after serving 2 months. According to reports, late that November 2nd night, 55-year-old Wanda and her husband, 56-year-old Cleveland, were at a friend's house hanging out. There were 2 other women present at the home on the 1700 block of North Ventlow Street in addition to the couple. One of the people there was the person who lived at the home, and the other was a mutual acquaintance. It was reported that everyone at the home may have been responsibly or irresponsibly under the influence. Anyway, as the night went on, it seemed like the atmosphere in the house shifted. According to records, the 2 people who were inside the residence with Wanda and her husband Cleveland said they were inside drinking when Wanda went to sleep on a couch in the front room, and one of the acquaintances fell asleep next to her. During this time, according to reports, Cleveland remained seated in a chair in a dark room adjacent to them. According to what the other acquaintance said, Cleveland then moved the chair closer to the front room where his wife and the other person were sleeping. The acquaintance who was seeing what was going on asked Cleveland if everything was all right, but they said he didn't respond. According to reports, Cleveland and Wanda had been arguing on and off that night. According to records, the acquaintance who asked Cleveland if everything was all right then went to the kitchen. Shortly after that, the other person who was on the couch next to Wanda ran into the kitchen shouting that Cleveland was physically harming his wife. According to reports, the brutal incident took place in the room where Cleveland was sitting. The 2 people called 911 right away and ran around to the front of the house to find help. Reports say when the witnesses returned to the home, Cleveland was gone and they found Wanda badly hurt. At approximately 11:35 p.m., Baltimore Police Department officers and Baltimore City Fire Department medics responded to the residence and found Wanda on the couch suffering from substantial injuries to her head and face. According to reports, a responding officer reported that Wanda's face was disfigured. He also reported that she was unresponsive, albeit occasionally twitching. Wanda was transported to the hospital for treatment, and a warrant was issued for Cleveland's arrest. According to reports, the next day, her husband Cleveland was arrested and charged with 2 counts for the unhinged attack. He was held without bond. Sadly, the road to recovery for Wanda Diggins was a very rocky one. According to records, Wanda's injuries led to more serious problems such as acute respiratory failure, pneumonia, and seizures, which could last up to 30 minutes. Reports say Wanda would eventually end up in hospice care. On May 5, 2019, 6 months after the horrific incident, Wanda passed away. According to the medical examiner, Wanda's passing was a result of the severe injuries she had sustained 6 months prior, and her death was ruled a homicide. Cleveland DeShields was subsequently charged with his wife's slaying. The trial was set to start on September of 2021. According to reports, the prosecutor said Cleveland DeShields' motive was that Wanda was the reason he had spent 2 months incarcerated prior to the incident. Reports revealed that cell phone tower data, a 911 call, and the 2 witnesses that were at the residence were enough to tie him to the scene. Of course, Cleveland's defense attorney would counter that, saying that married couples argue all the time, and her client was not present at the scene. With other forensic evidence presented and expert testimonies, the trial lasted about 4 days. According to reports, on September 22, 2021, Cleveland DeShields was found guilty of first-degree murder in the slaying of his wife, Wanda Diggins. It took the jury less than a day to find their verdict. According to reports, Cleveland chose to proceed directly to sentencing. The judge sentenced him to life with the first 25 years to be served without the possibility of parole. Cleveland would go on to appeal his conviction. However, according to court documents, he lost that appeal. He is currently serving his time in a Maryland correctional facility. Man, fam, what a heartbreaking story. Rest in peace to Miss Wanda Diggins. My deepest and most sincere condolences to her family and loved ones. My prayers are that they are able to heal from this tragedy and hopefully find closure. I am so sorry for their loss. Miss Wanda didn't deserve to suffer and lose her life in such a callous way. Miss Wanda seemed like she had so much love to give. May her memory and greatest accomplishments live on through her work, children, and grandchildren. According to Cleveland DeShields' attorney, he had a difficult time coming to terms with the fact that he could do something like that. Despite the regret he may feel now, what happened that night didn't have to happen and cannot be taken back. I wish Miss Wanda would not have allowed him back in her presence. Some people are just not right for you, and nothing about them will change. Listen to your instincts and never ignore a person's actions towards you. I pray for everyone who has gone through a similar situation or may be facing one now. You are not alone, and your life is worth it. If you or anyone you know is facing a volatile relationship and need help, please try to find the resources to safely remove yourself from the situation. I pray for your continued strength and that doors may open for you to walk away. Fam, tell me your thoughts on this tragic story in the comments below. Alright guys, that's it for this episode of the Baltimore Way. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. This is your girl, Mrs. Tony 2 Times, and I'm out.